My name is Zoba. I was an undergraduate in one of the federal universities in the country. I was just an ordinary student before the trouble began. I walked fast through the dark campus corridor. I had just finished reading at the law faculty block. It was past midnight. I kept looking back. Something didn't feel right. Then I heard fast footsteps. Before I could turn, strong hands grabbed me. A sack was pulled over my head. Everything went silent. Now, let me take you back a bit. 2 weeks earlier, it was 5 a.m. I had a quiz at 8. I was reading in my school hostel, room 102, when I heard loud shouting. Outside in the hostel corridor, a student was praying. Not just praying, screaming, speaking in tongues, clapping, shouting. I stepped outside. Rose, I beg, lower your voice. Some of us are trying to read. The boy turned around. Am I disturbing your demon? I got angry. Just move away from my door. He refused. We argued. I shoved him. He threw a punch, which I dodged. Some students rushed and separated us. I went back inside angrily. I couldn't study anymore. His name was Ken. That was our first and last interaction. The next day, the news spread fast. Ken was found dead behind the lecture theater, stabbed. The hostel porter mentioned my name to the police. They had a fight. I was arrested. At the station, I told them the truth. I was with someone that night, my female lecturer, at a hotel. She tried to deny it, but hotel records proved my story. She finally confessed. I was released, but she lost everything. She was furious. People whispered when I passed. Some still believed I killed Ken. Others mocked me for the affair. My girlfriend, Ada, dumped me. Her father, a wealthy man, started making trouble for me, blocked my scholarship renewal, got me evicted from the hostel. I was quiet, trying to get to my normal life, until the night I was kidnapped. I woke up tied to a chair in a small, dirty room. A single bulb hung above. A man entered. You thought that lecturer would cover for you forever, he said. I was confused. I didn't kill Ken. I told him with every certainty. I know, he replied. Another man came in, laptop in hand. He tapped the keyboard and a video started playing. The video showed Ken the night he died. He was praying again, outside the school hostel. Then someone approached him from behind. Not me, not anyone I recognized at first. The attacker was fast, one stab, then gone. The camera zoomed in, only his back was seen. I looked closer. The attacker was wearing a school security jacket. One of the guys said, Ken once shouted at a security officer who tried to harass a female student near the hostel at night. Maybe it's connected. I looked up at the men. Why are you telling me this? Who are you guys? One of them finally spoke. We are the CCIA. Campus Criminal Investigation Agency. Ken was one of us. You're going to help us find who murdered our brother. I was dropped off outside the school campus. They gave me a flash drive. If you talk, this video disappears, and you'll take the fall, they warned. I returned to campus, quiet, distant, but something inside me was burning. I didn't know who to trust. I waited. One day, a delivery man handed me an envelope. On the envelope was boldly written, Esther. I didn't know her. There was a note inside. He wasn't just praying that day, he was scared of something. I held the envelope in my hand, lost in thought. I stared at the piece of paper on my hand with the inscription, Esther. Without knowing what to do, I turned the paper and there was a number at the back. I dialed it. She said she was Ken's friend. She had information. We decided to meet. Esther told me everything. Ken had seen something. A few security men were collecting money from certain students, rich students in exchange. They got protection, fake grades, even help during exams. Ken saw one of them beating a guy who refused to pay. He threatened to report them. A week later, he was dead. It can't be a coincidence, she said. I knew I had to get proof. Esther had a plan. The head of security was a chronic womanizer. She would approach him intentionally, get close to him, and steal the keys to the record room from me. It was easier than I thought. She was able to get the keys. I sneaked into the record room at night, looking evidence and documents related to Ken's case, and what I found shocked me. The security guard wasn't acting alone. A man in a suit met him before the murder. That man was Mr. Bona, owner of the biggest bar in campus. He had issues with Ken's fellowship in the past. Ken's fellowship had fixed a 3-day crusade on the same weekend Mr. Bona had fixed a music show and concert. It was said that the crusade overshadowed Mr. Bona's music concert. He was furious. I contacted the CCIA, the group that kidnapped me. I gave them what I found, but after going through it thoroughly, they told me something that surprised me. Mr. Bona wasn't the one that ordered Ken's murder. I was speechless. Your job is not yet done, Zoba. I left. I didn't go to the police. I went to the press. Within a week, the story broke. Mr. Bona was arrested. So was the guard. A few students confessed, more names came out, but I didn't feel safe. Mr. Bona was released the next day. He was only discussing legal business with the guard. The guard worked as a bouncer for Mr. Bona. The CCIA was right. Oof, the main culprit was still out there. I packed my bags and left school. But deep down, I knew this wasn't over. To be continued. The story just began. Who did you think murdered Ken? Please, don't tell me you suspect me. Watch out for the part 2 coming soon. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel.